Hello everybody! We're here today to talk about pH and toxins. So to start off, we're going to talk about pH. It's the potential of hydrogen within a solution and measures acidity and alkalinity. The measurement is a scale from 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral. The lower numbers indicate acidity and the higher numbers indicate alkalinity. In our body, an acidic measurement means there's not enough oxygen inside of our cells for health and function. An alkaline measurement indicates that there's more oxygen available. The pH reading of our bodies is done with our body fluids, indicating the health of our tissues, like using saliva and urine. It's not measuring like stomach acid or blood health or things like that. So ideally, our pH would rest somewhere between 7.2 and 7.6, which a pure reading pure water reading would be 7, which makes sense when 70% of our bodies are made up of water. So I got this litmus test, pH test, just at the natural grocery store. And what it does is you just take it out and pull off a little strip. It's not for internal use, so you put some saliva just right on a spoon, stick your strip right in it, kind of shake it off, and then compare that color with the color that came with the little kit. And mine seems to indicate about 7.6, almost 8.0. So I'm kind of right where I should be, kind of neutral, which is exciting. Some tips that it does mention are to take an average of tests throughout a 24-hour period. So I could have done one this morning, now, and this evening, and kind of gotten a better average of what my pH is through the course of the day. So that's an idea to kind of help you gauge where you're at. Breathing, circulation, hormone production are all systems in our body that help to balance pH. If our measurement is too low, these systems have to work harder, and that makes it difficult to do their jobs and can sometimes make us susceptible to illness. So some things that affect our pH are food and different products we use around the homes. So when food is digested, ash is the term used for the remaining chemical and metallic residues after our food's been digested that get filtered through our bodies. This ash is the determining factor in what our pH is. So ideally, our goal is to eat about 60% of alkalinity forming foods and 40% of foods that are known to be acidic. Nutrition 101 states that if you're trying to restore your health or to eliminate an unwanted disease, then you're going to want to try and strive for 80% alkaline forming foods and only 20% acidic foods. A food is determined acidic or alkaline forming after it's been eaten. An example of this is a lemon. Lemons, other citruses, are known to be acidic, but once in our bodies and being digested within our bodies, they actually are alkaline forming, so they're really good for cleansing and for helping to maintain pH balance. Another example is meat. Before meat is digested, it tests as alkaline, but within our bodies it tests as acidic. Some examples of alkaline producing foods that can kind of help push our pH up a little bit are almonds, cucumbers, avocados, apples, kale, barley, oats, lemon water. Nutrition 101 has a great appendix listing out a variety of foods from least toxic to most toxic, broken down by different food groups if you need more information. Next, we're going to talk about our skin and how it has natural oils on it that also has its own pH and kind of affects our overall body health and pH health. The natural oils on our skin protect our body as well as nourish our body. So that's why it's so important to know what we're putting on our skin just as much as what we're putting into our stomachs. The sebaceous glands in our integumentary system are what produce these oils, and they help to protect our skin from germs. They help to moisturize our skin naturally. So everything is connected. Everything kind of works together and has a specific job, but affects other parts of our body. So the pH of things we put onto our skin affects how our pH is read within our skin, and vice versa. So there's a picture going around on Facebook about the number of chemicals in common personal products, and here are a few examples. Deodorant has on average 32 chemicals in it, shampoo an average of 15, body lotion an average of 32, nail polish an average of 31, and the list goes on and doesn't even include household products like cleaning supplies. So I'm going to do a little test here using an idea from this reference guide, the Rediscovering Nature's Essentials pocket version book. It's really great because it's broken down into body systems, so if you're having a specific issue, you can look up the body system that is being affected and find some ways to give that body system some extra support. But in the beginning of the introductory pages, it has a little test where it takes a clean glass of water like this and says, picture that this is your body at ideal health. Everything is great, your systems are all running just as they're supposed to be. You are the picture of perfect health. Now, take on average just getting up in the morning and the different things that we do during our day, and say you take a shower with one of those shampoos that averages 15 chemicals. Well, you add a drop of some different toxins that are being filtered through your body. Then after that, you put on some lotion with 32 different chemicals in it. And there's some more toxins being floated through your system. Then you put on some deodorant to make sure you're smelling good. Add another drop of food coloring for all the chemicals that you go through, and it just goes on and mentions, the different ways that we start our day, whether it's by washing some dishes with some soap that is full of sodium lauryl sulfate, or using toothpaste that has fluoride in it, or all sorts of different things. And you just keep adding, and the water just gets darker and darker. Well, the idea is that the darker your water is, the darker your body is, the heavier your toxic load, the more toxins that are in your body, the more susceptible you are to being ill or getting a disease. But there's hope. So there are things that you can do to help make your body healthy. So I'm taking another clear glass of water to represent good habits. So let's say that this right here is starting your day with a glass of lemon water. Very cleansing, very neutralizing. And then for lunch and dinner, and you make sure you have vegetables at every meal. And you just continue to add more and more water, clean water, good healthy habits, and eventually, this is going pretty slow, but eventually, as you continue to make healthy habits in your days, the water will redilute itself and not be quite so dark. So then you'll be able to see that you are making gains and being able to take control of your health and make a difference in your body. 2 recommendations from Nutrition 101 and the Maker's Diet are to find ways to limit your toxic load, find ways to cut out chemicals. The Maker's Diet mentions that taking a bath is really helpful instead of taking a shower, because taking a shower really sloughs off all of our natural oils so that our body is not covered in its own protective covering, and that affects our pH and ultimately affects our health. Tomorrow we're going to dig into fiber, elimination, and cleansing as other ways to figure out how to reduce our toxic load and to help kick our pH balance up to where it should be. Thanks for watching.